Hello and welcome back. This is another bike I've picked up, and this is a very special one. So picked this up this morning. It's a Yamaha RD400 two-stroke twin, air-cooled, and very cool. This one is a matching numbers bike, so it's got matching frame, engine numbers, and all of the parts are correct. So it's got these stamps on the exhaust, for example, so 2R9 stamps on there. And these barrels have got 2R9 stamps as well, and these carburetors are also 2R9. So very original bike, very cool to see that. It's got all the bits you want. So this is the very sought after red and white paint scheme, and it's got correct seats. Everything is correct and original as far as I can see. Now, I've been a bit busy. I'm on childcare duty today. This is my daughter, and I am going to fix this bike quickly, but if she starts crying I'll have to call time. So that's where things are. I bought this bike as a survivor condition, and the guy said it had been parked up about 5 years ago, not used since. So I'm going to try and get it started. The engine does turn over with quite good compression, and having owned a couple of these bikes, I just know from experience this bike will almost definitely run. It hasn't got any petrol in it and there's no battery, so I will sort that out. It's got 16,000 original miles on the clock, and it's got MOT history to back it up. So this is a very special bike. It's one that you almost never find, and it popped up on Facebook. And just a note on buying these bikes as well, if you ever see something like this pop up on Facebook or eBay or somewhere, unless the price is outrageous, if you want it, buy it, because regardless of the price on a bike like this, by the time you thought about offering 1,000 less or whatever, the bike is sold. I bought this within literally 2 minutes of it going up for sale on Facebook. I called the guy literally as he'd posted it, like a minute later. I just happened to see it. By the time I got off the phone talking to him for about 15 minutes, he had literally 20 people in the comments saying, I want it, when can I collect it and stuff. So this is one of those bikes, you just don't find them anymore. Matching numbers, all original stuff. So it's got some good stuff as well. So back brake works, like everything pretty much works. I'll show you under the seat as well. So it's got 2 keys, and to open the seat you just turn that key, and this is an all metal base. So this is an original Yamaha RD metal base, and that is a big deal if you're a collector. Check out these tabs. These are like, it's just unreal to find a bike in this condition, especially one that hasn't been restored. So this is an original unrestored survivor bike. It's got original paint everywhere. This tank is a bit dented up, but like, check out these. Like, I think all of this stuff is original Yamaha, so pretty good. Still got the original toolbox and stuff, indicators. It's got a tax disc on there. So very cool bike. So what we're going to do today is, first things first, I'm going to hook up a battery and see how the electrics go, and then I will kind of spin the engine over, see how that looks, and then see if we can get this bike started. Well, the baby lasted about 2 minutes in that carrier before she kicked off, so I'll have to pick her up for a bit and hopefully she'll fall asleep. But what I did find is these, when I turned the key nothing happened at all, but this is the fuse box, and it's a real jumble of stuff in there. So I think what I need to do is join those wires together, see if that helps, and basically do some tracking on the electrics before I do much else. I'd like to get some lights on and just make sure the bike's got power and stuff, but yeah, we'll see. I'll crack on with that and see how it goes. Okay, so I've done that, and things are a bit better, because when I turn the bike on now, we get this oil light, and so that's cool. We get a tiny bit of horn, and we do get a bit of headlight, but the fact that when I press the horn, this light kind of dims, that's a bit of a telltale signal. And also the horn doesn't really go. That's a tell sign that the battery is really flat, so this might just be a crap battery. So I found another one. I tested this one just now and it's fully charged, so let's throw this in and see if it changes stuff. This petrol tank was dry as a bone. I don't know why. I don't know if this bike was run recently or what, but I'm just going to go for it, and probably not the easiest thing to catch on camera, but I'm going to fill it up with a bit of petrol just see what happens. Actually, I will do this off camera because I do not want to get petrol all over this petrol tank. But basically, I'm going to put petrol in, and then the challenging bit right now is that I don't know what state this engine is in, so I don't want to run it and damage it. So to be safe, I'm going to put petrol directly into the cylinder head, just in case the oil pump isn't connected or oil isn't coming through, whatever. If you run this engine without two-stroke oil going in, it'll be a big bad problem. So I'll put a bit of two-stroke directly in the cylinders, and then after a bit I should be able to see from the colour of the smoke whether the oil pump is working and stuff. So petrol in, let's see if this sucker starts. Okay, so I think I found out why the bike had no petrol in, and it's because this fuel tap thingy is leaking, so that's not cool. But I just want to check it's coming out. So yes, it is, and I've just flooded the damn thing. I should get a fire extinguisher before I proceed, but I probably won't because I'm just living on the edge. So that's where things are. Petrol is dripping, so that's not good, but I might be able to start this bike. So I'm going to put the choke on and let's see what happens. Fingers crossed it doesn't catch fire. If it does, it'll be good YouTube content. Let's go. It will take a bit of time for the petrol to come through. You know what, I'm just going to kick it over and just see what happens. If I turn engine to run, I don't know if there's oil in it, but I'm just going to go for it right now. So it did nearly catch actually, so that is probably a good sign. I'll just check this. Actually, that's the choke, down is the choke. So let's just try it again on that basis, see what happens. So it did nearly fire, like that was a pretty good sound. So I'll just carry on and see if I can get it. That's what an RD should sound like. Wow, okay, so it did something. I do need to check on the oil situation, but that smoke did indicate oil on the right hand cylinder. The left one didn't have a lot of smoke, so I need to check if that one has got oil going to it. I basically wanted to check if the bike starts before I just do too much, but it does start. I've done quite a bit of work off camera just to make things a bit easier. So I changed the fuel. There was a bit of a rubber seal where the petrol tap is, and I changed that and tightened things up, so that stopped the petrol leak. So now I've refilled the petrol tank with petrol and everything's good. I did a load of work to get all these lights working. So I've got the indicators working now. They're all flashing, you won't see it in the sun. Headlights are all working. Oh, actually, if I turn the bike on, maybe they'll work. You can see indicators are working and headlights and all of those bits. So basically I took everything apart in these switches here and sanded down the contacts and got all the lights working, so that's all good. Then what I will do, mostly I'll do it off camera, but I'm going to use this old chrome cleaner, and if you just come a bit closer I'll show a shot here of the chrome. I'm going to shine all of this chrome up. Obviously I won't do it all on this video. I basically use this chrome cleaner, use a bit of that, and then use the cloth to just polish that up, and this chrome should come up really nicely. So that's what I'll do off camera at a later date. And just to finish off this video, I'm going to show the bike running. So it now just starts up on the kick and it just runs really well. Need to warm up a little bit. This is my RD400. This one is not one I'm going to sell. This is a bike I really like. I've had a few of these before and they're just awesome bikes. So I'm going to keep this one. Maybe one day I'll restore it. If you'd like to see that, drop it in the comments. But probably I'll just ride this thing as is and enjoy it for many years to come. Thanks for watching my video. See you again on the next one soon.